Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Wait for some people to get in here and then we will get started. We have a session today, guys. We have a session today. It's time to, Happy New Year. Okay, happy fucking New Year to everyone. God bless you, many, many more. But we're in the middle of Armageddon. So we have some things we need to do. We have some things we need to take care of. And unfortunately, I realized, and some people were very upfront about their situations. A few people were, and I'd like to thank everyone who gave me an explanation as to why they couldn't donate. Um, you guys, let me put it to you this way. I've always thought I was a loser. I always thought I never had enough. Never had enough. It was never good enough. Not good enough for my kid, not good enough for my family, not good enough for men, not good enough for anything. Which is weird because I don't have low self-esteem. I don't. But when you grow up in such a superficial state, you know, any other place, I'd be doing pretty well, but in California it's really hard. I always say it. You have to make six figures to be middle class in California. So never thought I had enough. And I've always thought I was a loser. And I'm not implying that anyone else here is a loser. No, you guys aren't losers. I'm just saying, like, it showed me, and this is a completely unintended effect, completely unintended result. Okay. It showed me that I'm in a better position in my life than a lot of you are. And so it concerns me why you guys are not like in better positions in your life. So we're going to go ahead and wait for some more people to get in here. And I'll just kind of talk about my day and my IPA because I'm making gifts for you guys. All right. My day was good. I started getting drowsy a couple days ago. Nobody in Texas told me about this something called a cedar allergy. The fuck is that? A cedar allergy? No. Well, apparently, like, my throat's been really dry, and a lot of people at work have been suffering even worse than I have, like calling out sick and shit like that. So, took my Claritin, back at it, feeling good, had a good day. Past couple days, though, I've been drowsy. I've been sleeping a lot. And I haven't been day drinking or anything. I've been reading. Speaking of reading, while we wait for some more people to come in the chat, speaking of reading, we will be going over The Art of War. Okay, because I'm about halfway through that, and I really want to share that with you guys. So if nothing else, I can leave a legacy to let you guys know I fucking tried to educate you. Okay, this is why I take things so seriously, because in all of my life and all of my fuck ups and all of my, poor money management and all of my time wasting in my procrastination and everything that I've done in my life. I totally forgot my point. At least I've had the freedom to be who I am. I've always had the freedom to be who I am. And I am grateful to the United States of America for allowing me to do that. And that's why I fight so hard. It's not because I'm a millionaire or a billionaire. It's not because I have a perfect life. I have a horrible life. I have a tragic life. But I've had a lot of fun in my life, and I've done a lot of things, and I've been a lot of places, and I'm very grateful for the life that I've had the freedom to live. So I'm always going to fight for my country. I'm never going to stop. I can't. This is what other country in the world can a single mom of color quadra race, I'm not even biracial. I'm like four things, okay? I'm quadraracial. Okay. Quadraracial. All right. Um, I've lived where I've wanted. I've done what I've wanted. I've spent money the way I've wanted. I've bought what I've wanted or not bought what I couldn't afford. I tried to get my kid into good schools. I did everything I could to get my kid into good schools when she was younger. I did I had the freedom to fucking do something. I may not have achieved much in my 39 years on this planet, but at least I've had a life that most people could never imagine. I've had a life most people could never imagine in their wildest dreams. The celebrities I've dated, the celebrities I've cooked for, okay, the places I've been, the parties that I've catered, the things that I've been invited to, the sex life that I've had, you know, um, the creativity that I've been allowed to express, the ways in which I've had the privilege of surviving, even at my worst, lowest point, the ways in which I've had the privilege of surviving. I am so freaking lucky. I am so freaking lucky. I've had an amazing life, and I regret a lot, but I regret a lot, but all in all, I don't regret it, you know. So anyway, all right, so who's in the chat? Y'all come on in, come on in. We got work to do. We got work to do. I can't be waiting around all night. This is what we call keeping the audience warm in comedy. I've even done stand up, guys. I've even done stand up. I did it once in Vegas at Champagne's on Maryland Parkway. I've even done stand up. So I've been afforded the most wonderful life. It ain't maybe it's like a joke to everyone else, but to me, I'm grateful. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Anytime. That's what I do. That's what we do. The red, white, and blue. That's what we do. And we do keep it real here on Red Pill Rage. Exactly. Wait till you read my book, Linus. Wait till you read my book. It's going to blow your mind. Damn, it's like I had the number 8 craft beer podcast on iTunes in 2020. I won second place for the Craft Beer Marketing Awards my first year entering. I've won second place in an oyster shucking contest against the best chefs in San Francisco. I've won second place in a vegan cupcake contest against all the vegan chefs in LA. Like maybe it's not shit to anybody else, but damn, I've had fun. I've had a lot of fun, and I've been able to do anything that I've wanted to do. And you think the commies are going to take away my America, the America that let me live the fucked up party starving artist lifestyle that I've lived? No, because I want to have the freedom to be a fucked up starving artist if I want. I want to have the fucking freedom and the choice to do that. And I don't want what little money I make to be going toward, Maria and Jose. I don't want that. And I don't want that for any of us. All right. So before we get started, let me go ahead and make a banner here. Tonight's topic is Ask Dr. Ginny. All right, you guys ready? Ask Dr. Ginny. So before we get into it, I don't want to humiliate anyone. You guys don't have to tell me anything you don't want to tell me. You don't have to. I don't care. All right. You can just sit and listen and think about your life. Sit beside your breakfast table. Name that tune. I'll cash up anybody $5 who can name this song. Okay. Sit beside your breakfast table. Think about your troubles. Pour yourself a cup of tea and think about the bubbles. You can take a teardrop, take it down to the riverside and pour it over the side to be swept up by a current and taken to the ocean to be eaten by some fishes who were eaten by some fishes and swallowed by a whale who grew so old he decomposed. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. He died and left his body by the bottom of the ocean. And everybody knows that when a body decomposes, the basic elements are given back to the ocean. And the sea does what it oughta, and soon your salty water, well, it tastes just like a teardrop coming out of a faucet, which is just about to bubble down. Does anybody know that song? Does anybody know that song? All right. I see I'm the only one who's like a legit music fan up in Red Pill Rage. I'm gonna have to add that to the list. That's another thing we're gonna have to correct is y'all's musical listening taste. Okay. We're going to have to musical improvements. Maybe that's the problem in everyone's life. You're not listening to legit good fucking music. Maybe that's what the whole problem is. But anyway, all right, we've got a few people in here. Let's just go ahead and answer. I need everyone to answer in the chat. Make sure that you are ready to type. These are yes or no answers. So we can just go through this rapid fire. All right. Number one, does everyone have a license? Everyone have a valid driver's license? I need to see yeses and nos in the chats. Okay. Yeses and nos. Yes! Samantha, let me know what your Cash App is, and I will send you $5 for correctly guessing. Yes! The fifth Beatle. Not the real fifth Beatle, but the American fifth Beatle. Best friends with Ringo Starr. The Point, one of my favorite movies since I was a kid. Watched it a lot with my daughter. Me and my daughter know all the songs. So... Do 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 do. Polly high, Polly, Polly, Polly so high. Polly, Polly high. Polly low. Okay, so everyone has a license. Okay, everyone have diploma or GED. Okay, everyone have diploma or GED. We need to make sure we're all on the same level here. Let me see in the comments. Everyone type yes, no. You don't even have to write yes. You could just write Y or N. Okay. Diploma or GED. Are we at least at that level? Diploma and GED. Thank you. Awesome. Anyone else? Diploma or GED? I want to make sure we're all functioning. Okay. We don't need to be functioning at a high level. We just need to be functioning at a medium level, which is almost where I'm at. All right. Everyone have diploma, GED? Yes. Okay. Next. Everyone have professional skills. I don't care if it's answering the phones. I don't care if it's a trade. I don't care if it's an actual career that you've been developing. I don't care. Can everyone get hired for a job, whatever it may be? Can everyone here get hired for a job? Are you hireable? That's the question. Never mind professional skills. Are you hireable? Sure. Okay, good. Everyone else, let me see those yeses or those nos. Is everyone here hireable? I only have a couple of yeses. I need to see the rest of everyone. There's enough people in here to be getting more answers. Y'all stop. If you're driving, pull over. Okay. Pull over. Let me get through the questions and then you can get back on the road. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Luzalenia? Luzalenia? Luzalena. That is a really beautiful name if that's your name. That's really pretty. Okay, next. Checking account and online banking. I don't care what bank you're with, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Chase, Chime, I don't care. Everyone have a checking account? Does everyone have a checking account? Online banking, okay? If we have an ID, we should have a checking account and online banking, okay? Do you guys have the mobile apps on your cell phone? Yes or no? Do you have the mobile apps on your cell phone? Let me see those answers come in. Come on, ladies. Okay. Luzalenia, all right? Who are you banking with? We're going to fix this shit tonight. Who are you banking with? Luzalenia. TD Bank? What's TD Bank? Is that a small bank or is that a credit union? Is that a big bank? Who's TD Bank? Hold on, I'll just Google it. Because if that's a credit union, I can understand if you might not have an app. Oh, it's Convenient Bank. Okay, so this is a national bank, subsidiary of the Canadian something. Does TD? Well, we're about to find out. I'm not even going to ask you. Okay, I'm just going to look it up myself. Okay, the website looks a little low budget. Is this a credit union? Okay, so they do have some online banking. Let's click on that. It's from Canada. Okay, online banking. Okay, so they do have a look right here. They do have a mobile banking app. Okay, you should always have mobile banking so you know how to track your spending. What these apps will do it for you. Okay, these apps will do it for you. Okay, track your spending. You can see how much you're spending on food, how much you're spending on transportation, how much you're spending on entertainment. Okay, and also you should always be able to check your balances at any time and not be like just guessing the shit in your head, which is what I do. So it takes discipline, but it's easier to have it on your phone than it is to have it on your laptop or your computer. So just fucking get your TD mobile banking app. Okay, next. Hold on. Oh my god, look, isn't my dress so cute? I love cutouts, like it's business in the front and like party in the back. For real. All right, next. Calendars. Okay. You track manually? Well, do your online banking. That might help. And I mean, I don't know you. It looks like this is the first time on my channel. I haven't. Welcome to the channel, by the way. I'm happy to have you here. So tonight we're just kind of like going through some basic shit just to make sure that everyone's like at a basic adulting level, because I think there were some people on my channel who were not at a basic adulting level and it kind of pissed me off. So now I want to offer help to anyone and everyone who might need help or just, a little encouragement, little poking and prodding to get on track. Okay. Um does everyone have a calendar? Because if I have to talk about time management with everyone, and I'm a big procrastinator, and writing my tasks down in a calendar is the only thing that's going to make me do it. Reminders are not going to make me do it. Writing it down in my calendar is the only thing that's going to make me do any fucking thing in life. Thank you. Samantha says, one of my favorites on you, Rage. You ready? I'm about to post. Thank you. Thank you, Sam. Okay. Listen, there is scientific evidence that there are 5 ways to learn something. You observe it, you teach it, you write it, you say it, and then there's like one other. I don't know. I don't know if those are all right. Okay. But the more stimuli that you can add to an experience, the deeper and more ingrained that experience will be. Okay. So even if you don't remember things that you get on your notifications in your phone, on your calendar, you will remember it if you say it out loud, and you will remember it more if you write it down. So my muscle memory will trigger my brain and say, okay, you wrote this down, you had something, I don't remember what it was, but you had something on this day, because my muscle memory is going to tell me, okay, a wall calendar is fine. You're a procrastinator. Order my law of attraction planner every year. Good, good, good. Okay, so everyone's writing down their tasks, writing down things. Okay. All right, Miss Samantha, let me cash app you for knowing. Have you ever seen The Point, the cartoon that Harry Nilsson and Ringo Starr made? Because I'm literally going to show tunes the shit out of the rest of this episode. If you've seen it, I will sing just for you at everyone else's punishment. All right, cash app. You even spelled Harry Nilsson's name correctly. Very proud of you, Samantha. Hey, Carl, how are you? No, the party is just getting started. I'm only about a third of the way through the questions that I have tonight. So tonight is Ask Dr. Jenny. Anything you want to ask? Oh, okay. So Andrea has a system. Okay. Hey, listen, for those of us who are ADD or ADHD or just have anxiety or we're just Virgos like me, setting timers is like a godsend. Setting timers is totally how you keep yourself on track. Okay. All right. So, okay. So it looks like everybody has that down. Awesome. Okay. Next up, basic math skills. Okay. So can we all calculate distances, spatial relations, basic math, basic ledger? Can we all do that? Like, is everyone here at like a basic math level? That's all I need to know. So just yes or no in the comments. That's all I need to see. That's all I need to know. Basic math level. You don't need to know calculus. You don't need to know trig. You don't need to even know like algebra 2. You just need to know like algebra 1 and geometry. If you've got that, if you can calculate distances, and calculate spatial relations, if you can measure things, then you're fine. Okay. That's it. That's all I need to know. Okay. Yes, everyone, yes? Okay. Uh interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills. Are any of us here on the channel, are we antisocial? Okay, I know this is a personal question. You don't have to answer. Okay? You don't have to answer, but you do need to be honest with yourself. Are we capable of somewhat getting along with certain people at least? Cuz I know I don't get along with everybody. And I'm not sitting high and mighty like I have the best communication skills in the world. I think I do, but other people don't like it. So it's a problem. But there are a lot of environments where I thrive in because of my personality. So I'm just not for everybody. But I know that at a bare minimum, there are environments that I can be in where people like me, people respect me, and I can be successful. All right. So semi, Android. Okay. All right. Everybody else, let's get your answers in. Basic interpersonal. Can you answer a phone? Can you answer an email with with good etiquette? Okay. Do you spell check your shit before you send it out? Okay, those are interpersonal skills too. You know, do you listen to people? Do you practice active listening? Are you capable of that? Or do you just bulldoze the conversation with whatever your thoughts are? Those are interpersonal skills too. Okay, because that shit will affect everything in your life. I hate people who talk too much. You know what's crazy? I don't talk like at work, I don't talk that much. In social circles, I don't talk that much. I really don't. Like I'll hit people with them one-liners, but I'm not the one who has to bulldoze the conversation. Like I'm honestly genuinely interested in getting to know other people and listening to what other people have to say. I'm very observant. I'm a people watcher. I don't mind being on the sidelines, but when I need to get in and be the cheerleader, I'm going to get in and be the cheerleader. And that's what I do. That's what I'm good at. But you have to observe. Like you have to know how to serve before you know how to lead. And that is something that I believe in. It's very biblical. Um, you don't know how to lead people if you don't know what their needs are. And that's one thing that I think I'm fairly good at. We talked about temperance in one of my past live streams, emotional intelligence. Yes, yes. Thank you, Carl. Thank you. Okay, see, now we're talking about professional shit. Okay, now we're talking hella corporate. Okay, emotional intelligence is big in business today. Absolutely. Because the thing is, for those of us who are old enough to remember the 80s and 90s, we remember what it was like to either have our parents or we ourselves work like a fucking dog and get treated like shit. And in today's generation, people have a lot of options. So businesses need to dial back on that direct discipline, which is a nice way of saying treating someone like shit in order to get them in line or to make them it's also a gaslighting tactic that a lot of narcissistic employers use to make you feel like whatever you're doing is not good enough and you're missing the mark and no matter what happens you're not good enough. So emotional intelligence, very good point. I'm actually going to write that down next to, I mean, I have all this written down, next to my interpersonal skills, just so I remember. Okay. And you guys, if you want to write that down, is EQ. It's called EQ. EQ. All right. The next couple questions, I only have one, two, three, four, five. The next five questions are a bit personal and no one needs to answer. But again, have integrity, have character, answer them for yourself. Okay. You don't need to answer them to me. You don't need to answer them publicly, but be honest with yourself. Okay. Um, Basically, because of the fundraiser before Christmas and with everything that's happened, I've I realized that there's something about me that really attracts alcoholics. Like, when I think about all the people, especially conservatives, especially Republicans, especially patriots that have really fucked me over in the last 12 or 13 months, they've all been alcoholics. And in my personal life, I attract alcoholics. There's alcoholics in the workplace. My whole career, I've been roommates with alcoholics many times, to the point where I would prefer to stay at work and just sit at work for like an extra 3 hours doing nothing than to come home. Just because I used to have to wait till my roommate would pass out before I would come in the house. Like, I always knew what time of day she started drinking, so I would know what time of day she would pass out, and, your comments are funny, guys. I knew what time of day she would pass out, so, I would just stay in the car until I knew she was passed out. And then I would come in the house and, cook and eat and shower and, make noise, and then I would go to sleep, watch TV, and then go to sleep. But yeah, I had to wait till she was asleep because I didn't want to talk to her when she was drunk. I can't stand having no conversations with no drunk people. I really can't. Like, if you guys didn't know that I had a beer in my hand right now, you would never know that I had a beer in my hand. You would never know that I just drank an entire 7% IPA, because I know, guys, I know how to hide it, because I always go to work drunk, or I would get drunk at work. You see what I'm saying? Like, my tolerance is very high. I know how to control it. But anyway, let's get back into it. So again, this is a very personal question. Does anyone on the channel have an issue with drugs, alcohol, or pills? And the point that I was trying to make with all of that was that when people don't manage their money well, usually it has something to do with those three issues. Pillheads cannot keep money in their pockets. Drunks cannot keep money in their pockets, and drug addicts cannot keep money in their pockets. Okay, no. Okay, good, 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 good. Um, is anyone struggling with chronic pain? Is anyone struggling with chronic pain? This is a medical question. It's not my business. You don't have to answer. But is anyone struggling with chronic pain? Andrea? Okay. Okay. Andrea, you need to write me an email, okay? Yeah, I smoke cigarettes too, Samantha. We're not going to talk about smoking. We're not going to talk about. Oh, and by the way, weed don't count. So when I said drugs, I didn't mean weed. I didn't mean weed. You can smoke all the weed you want. I'm a professional liquor lover. Where are we going with this? Oh, I'm just trying to assess what my audience's struggles are, because I'm life coaching today. Okay, so I'm life coaching everybody. I'm making sure we're all on the same level. Hey Zach, happy to have you here. Queen Mata, happy to have you here. Okay. Um, this is a little bit more of a complicated question, and you guys don't have to answer right away. I want you guys to really think about what I'm saying. Does anyone here have any sort of spiritual blockages? And when I talk about spiritual blockages, I mean walls that you have built up, or defense mechanisms, coping mechanisms, personality disorders, even. Does anyone have any spiritual blockages? I'll wait. Okay, Red Wing. Red Wing, can you please write me an email? It's redpill_rage@protonmail.com. So there's 2 people so far who need to write me an email. I need Red Wing to write me an email. And I need Andrea to write me an email. Okay? Let me know what's going on. Okay? Yeah, I understand. I'm talking about the shit that's been following you since childhood. I'm not talking about what's going on right now. I'm talking about the shit that has been following you since childhood. The shit that was happening before 2020, before 2016, the shit that you know deep down in your heart you haven't taken care of. You haven't addressed it. It keeps coming up in your life. It keeps manifesting either in bad behaviors, bad communication, bad coping mechanisms, whatever that spiritual blockage is, write me an email. Okay, that's what we're talking about. I'm not talking about like the common fear and depression that we're all experiencing at the current state of Armageddon. Okay, let's keep going. Um, Another very personal question. Is everyone eating nutritious foods every day? I need to know if is everyone eating nutritional food, like nutritious food every day, balanced meals every day? No? Okay. Luz Luz Luzalenia, you need to write me an email, please. Redpill_rage@protonmail.com. Please write me an email. I am a chef. I am a chef. I used to I mean, I've made food for celebrities, I've made food for bodybuilders, I've made food for millionaires, I've made food for a lot of different people. So if we oh shit, okay, Nunya. Mm, okay, please write me an email. Please write me an email. Let's talk about your nutrition, okay? Let's talk about your nutrition. Let's make sure that you're eating. It's not about size, it's not about weight, it's not about any of that. I am not a fucking personal trainer, but I have cooked for every single dietary restriction known to man, from nightshades to gluten-free to dairy-free to vegan to raw vegan, okay, keto, paleo. I have done all of it. I know how to calculate micros and macros. I know how to consult. I worked in the nutrition department in 2 hospitals in Las Vegas. So I know what I'm talking about. All right. Do not confuse the current, even though it looks better than it did. Okay. I just was like looking at pictures of myself from even just a couple of years ago. Like it's just night and day. But it's like, listen, whatever you guys need, I got you. Okay? I got you. This is not hard at all. Look at my chef headshot. Like like look how skinny I was. Right? Yeah, this is easy. Like I'll show you, like this is just some of the meal prep that I've done. So I can tell you how to put everything together. You just tell me what you need to do and I got you, okay? This is for me, this is really easy. But for other people, I realize it's not as easy to eat healthy. And that's what I'm here for. So if I have to put on my chef coat and if I have to like teach you guys how to do some shit, if you need some private videos where I'll meal prep for myself according to your specs, and I'll just record it and give you a private link. Okay. And you just copy every fucking thing that I do, and you'll be fine. All right. So, personal trainers cannot speak about nutrition. Everyone's body's different. So, like for me, obviously, like when you do Atkins, which is now called keto, like it's you can keep the weight off, but it doesn't there's a point where it plateaus and you need some grains in your system because you can't push out all the fucking shit that's in your stomach if you don't have some fiber. So that's the drawback that no one likes to talk about keto. When I was paleo, I was good. Like that's when I was doing CrossFit and I was like skinny and like perfect and like amazing, right? But when I switched to 30, 30, 40, I gained 20 pounds. I gained 20 fucking pounds. I was eating way too much protein for being a woman. So I was eating as much protein as like a bodybuilding man, and I gained 20 pounds and it didn't look good at all. So everyone's different. Like nobody has to be on the same diet. Just tell me what the fuck you need and I will fucking take care of it. Okay. Yeah, and cooking from scratch is gonna change your life anyway. Low carb will crash your thyroid. I'm sure it does. Fresh, direct, local, everything. Okay. All right. So for just Luzinia, and who else said that they weren't? Nunya and Lazinia, write me an email so we can talk about this. And here is the last thing, and it just kind of came up today at the beginning of this live stream. Okay. Musical taste. Is everyone listening to music that like is oh thank you. Thank you. All right. Is everyone listening to and I'm wearing leggings underneath, by the way. So there's an extra little layer there that wouldn't be there otherwise. Keto is not good for bodybuilding. Home alone during the day, so rarely cook for one. Well, see, that's why you got to cook ahead of time. It's really important. All right. So last thing, music. Is everyone listening to music that is like vibrationally helpful to you? Like you should be listening to music that makes you happy. That's kind of important. All right? That's kind of important. Is everyone listening to good music every day? Air supply to air's AC/DC. That's so funny. Is everyone listening to music that comforts you, inspires you, fills you up, does what it needs to do to like either get the rage out or calm you down? It's got to be one or the two. You can listen to metal and listen to classical at the same time, and both will be healing to you. I'm from LA, so I grew up in the music scene and now I live in Austin, Texas. So music is everything. Music is the one thing in the world that can reset you no matter where you are, who you're with, what you're doing, how stressed out you are. If you put on music that resonates with you, you will be okay. So I just want to make sure everyone's okay. Everyone's okay in the music department. All right. Well, most of y'all did not know who Harry Nilsson was, so it is a concern to me. Anyway, all right, so let's go ahead and we'll take a few more minutes, and then I'm going to wrap it up. We're at 45 minutes. We can go to an hour. Ask Jenny. Ask me whatever. Not that I'm a fucking expert on life, but there were certain things that I did get right. I'm not sure what they are. But they are there. Okay, so ask Jenny. Ask Jenny. Ask Jenny. All right. I'll wait. Nobody? All right. Well, it seems like everyone's doing good. Everyone doing good? Everyone happy? Everyone working? How's the weather in Austin? Good question. So, Christmas Day was really warm, and then I'm sorry, not Christmas. Yeah, Christmas was warm. New Year's Day was warm. It froze last night. It's supposed to be 25 degrees outside right now. So when I go outside to smoke a cigarette, I'll find out. Okay, good question. Let me chew and I'll get to that. Okay. Yes, I did, actually. So, back in LA, I actually got a casting call. This was probably about 2010 or 11. I got a casting call. I was contacted by, I think it was, I want to say it was TNT. So it wasn't the Food Network. It wasn't Bravo. It was, I believe it was TNT Network, and they were doing a show with Emeril Lagasse, where he was the judge, and it was some sort of food competition show. So I went through the first round of casting. I went through the second round of casting. I went through the third round of casting, but I didn't get chosen. And it's funny you should bring that up because I should actually put that in my book when I talk about it. I found out that there were two, not that I found out, but I sensed at the time that there were two roles they were trying to put me in. They either wanted to make me the dominant bitch of color, or they wanted to make me the stupid bitch of color, you know? And I sensed that at about the third casting call, because the questions that they were asking me were not about my food. They weren't about my experience. It seems like they were probing to see how combative I was going to be on camera. And I realized in that moment, like, they want me to be that person. And I chose very early on in my career that I didn't want to be known for my personality, even though my personality is amazing. I didn't want to be known for my personality. I wanted to be known for my food quality and my talent level and my knife skills and my ability to, like, literally cook anything after seeing and tasting it just one time. So that was as close as I got to ever being on a TV show. But I'm really glad that at least I made it through 3 rounds of casting, and it let me know that there's something about me that people do like, and it really helped with my confidence at the time. So I'm glad that did the casting, and I'm also glad that I didn't get chosen for the show because they were gonna try to corner me into being the militant, dominant, masculine version of my professional self instead of relying on talent. And that's the one thing that you're like, obviously, you guys know how I am. Like, I'm gonna pull motherfucking receipts. So if anybody ever pulls receipts on me, I want them to be able to say, yeah, she made the best food I ever had. Not, yeah, she was funny, or yeah, she was a bitch. I want you to say that I made you the best food you've ever had in your life, and you'll never forget me because of the food that I made for you. Or you'll never forget me because of the presentation. Or you'll never forget me because of my attention to detail. Or you'll never forget me because of how fast I worked and how accurate I was. Or you'll never forget me because of the way I made your guest feel. That's what I want to be known for. So, yeah, they can try to like pin me into a corner of like being combative with the other contestants, and I'm just like, "No, I'm not gonna be combative unless they come for me." But if they don't come for me, I'm just gonna fly under the radar and keep making amazing food and not fucking talk to anybody, which is what I do at work. So, I don't get into a fight unless I need to get into a fight, you know? Does anyone else have any questions? I'm a savory chef. I'm a savory chef. Last call for questions. Ask Jenny. Ask Dr. Jenny. Last call. Last call for alcohol. All right, that's it. Do I like old white guys? Yeah, hell yeah. I like old white guys, young white guys. I like old black guys. I like young black guys. I like Korean men. That's kind of my obsession is Korean men, actually. It really is. But, you know, we'll see. Whoever God has ordained for me, eventually they'll maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm not meant for it. But I don't know. Do I believe in twin flames? I don't know what that is. What does twin flames mean? Is that like a soulmate thing? I am believing less in soulmates right now. I believe more in the maturity of two people who are willing to make it work. That's what I believe in. I believe in hard work. Do I hold a life coaching certification? No. No, we're just doing this for fun. We're just doing this for fun. And, to help each other if anyone is struggling. That's all. Equal mirroring of love. I don't know. Nobody's equally mirrored my love ever. But I've also been looking for love in all the wrong places. So, I don't know. Is it me? Is it God? Is it men? I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Of course you have a wrench, Sarah. Please tell me you don't have to work the 13th, 14th, and 13th, no, 14th, 15th, and 16th. Are you going to school? Are you working or what? We got to go to Freedom Fest, okay? It's a dress, but yeah, it's a dress. But I have leggings on underneath because it's cold as fuck. It's 25 degrees outside. It is cold as fuck. So I gotta stay layered. Longview, Texas. Yeah, I'd be like that. But I need, I should have gotten therapy like 20 years ago. But nobody knows they need it until it's too late, you know? Anyone who loves to your degree is probably more obsessed than loving. True. It's not hard to get love bombed by a narcissist. I could like, walk out the house and find that. It's just hard to get loved by a healthy person who's not using you or trying to, kind of suck your energy or like like succubus people. So yeah, I don't think I have. Well, Queen Mata, does your dress look like this? Because mine has this amazing cutout in the back. Does your dress look like this, honey? Your dress don't look like this. Do it, baby. Your dress don't look like mine, does it? Does that have... You got the cutout? Someone asked, what do I think of Dr. Oz being a senator? Is he running Republican? Maybe you have the dress on backwards. No, I do not have the dress on backwards. I do not. All right. I don't. Dr. Oz. But the thing is, he's a COVIDiot. He's a COVIDiot. You know, I don't trust him. These are literally the only pearls I have, so. I have a lot of pearl necklaces, but they're in Vegas. So I do have more pearl jewelry than this, but I mean, I literally have property in 4 states. I still have my clothes and my computer in Oakland. All my furniture and all my artwork is in Vegas. And I have a box with all of my athletic shoes in Columbus, Ohio. So I have a lot. I have to like collect everything that I own like in the next couple of months because it's fucked up. It's fucked up. I'm here in Austin and I have nothing. I have so much shit, but it's all in different places. So yeah, he's going to be a rhino at best. It's going to be bad. Well, I mean, I have to disagree with you there, Samantha. I think the coping mechanisms that my therapists are giving me are absolutely 100% helpful. 100% helpful, and they've helped me be so much more objective, which is why I am holding conservatives to a much higher standard in life now because I don't like conservatives not checking receipts. I don't like conservatives not being objective. We can be mad, but we still have to be fair. And a lot of conservatives don't check receipts, and it's starting to piss me off because it's making us look bad. But anyway, that's a whole nother tangent. But therapy for me has just been amazing. It's been so good. It's been so helpful. It's everything that I need. And the thing is, as much as I love my friends, and I don't have many, my friends are not equipped to handle the level of grief and PTSD that I have. My friends are going to tell me to reach for the lowest hanging fruit. My friends are going to tell me that my behavior is okay the way that it is. My friends are going to tell me that my mindset is okay the way that it is. My friends are not going to give me coping mechanisms and tools and ways to ground myself and center myself and come to a place of choosing myself first. So that's what therapy has done for me. I'm sorry you didn't have a good experience, but I really am having an amazing experience. Like, there's a reparentification that happens when you go to therapy. You unlearn all the fucked up things that you believed about yourself growing up, and then you choose what to believe about yourself now. And I mean, it's helpful to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry that's been your experience. I pay for my therapy, and it's the best $180 a month that I've ever spent in my life. Um, there is something, there's something needed. There's an accountability when you have someone that you're paying for their time. So yeah, I know what dialectical behavioral therapy is. I was going to start that like at the beginning of the year, but shit happened and I lost my insurance because I, wasn't at my job, COVID, whatever. I mean, the Jim Jones, the Jim Jones. So too many, just one simple and classy rage. You don't want to overwhelm, do you? Right. Hold on, I need a blade. As if I don't have blades all over this house. Okay. Just one? Should we do a big one or a little one? So we've got small, medium, and large. What do you think is going to look the best? Probably the little one, right? So classy, yeah. Maybe large. Definitely. Yeah. Little one. Anyhow, you guys all have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope this was a helpful little session as my unlicensed life coach, Dr. Jenny. Not that I am entitled to be anybody's life coach or tell anybody what to do, because my life is fucking horrible. But my life is better than a lot of people's. Just being honest, my life is better than a lot of people's. And I'm proud of that. So that's good enough for me. You guys, yes, Luzinia, welcome to the channel. I am happy you're here. Make sure you smash that like button and smash that subscription. Make sure all of you make sure that you're subscribed if you're not already. All right. Like, share, make sure that your friends know about me. Make sure your family knows about me. Your coworkers should know about me. Anybody you know in Texas should know about me. Anybody you know in California should know about me. All right. I need to be a household name. All right. So with that, we will be closing our session. And I can't wait to see you guys soon. All right. Make sure that you write me. There's 3 people who need to write me emails for consultations. 3 people, you know who you are. Write me those emails for consultations. Yes, I'm on TikTok. Let me throw that banner up real quick. Jennifer Redpill on TikTok. For those private consultations, we're going to discuss it over email. And if it's easier for me, then we'll discuss it over a private call. All right. So I'm going to be off Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'll be available for private calls for the 3 people who need consultations with me. Okay. You know who you are. All right. Get on it. Be responsible. Time to level up in 2022. All of us, including myself, especially myself.